those of you who tuned on, we've got about 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go before we fire up here. The varsity game will be starting in 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Starting lineup, national anthem, and all that good stuff. I'm Bryce Brazier, and I have the call tonight as Gallatin County plays Carmi Bulldogs. Carmi, I believe this might be their first game, and they are very long and very athletic looking. So this will be a good test for us tonight. See where we're going to stand in the thick of things as this team participates in the highly coveted EHT. This is always a fun non-conference game. We will see you in 8 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new Ellis Gymnasium for tonight's matchup between the visiting Hawks of Gallatin County and your Buckeye White County Bulldogs. At this time, we ask you please rise as we honor our country with the singing of the national anthem. Tonight, the anthem will be sung by Carmi White County High School Singing 6. Their members are Devaney Mendonça, Hannah Collins, Lady York, Brandy Hyndman, Jessica Stevens, and Brooke Hyndman. At this time, we'd like to quickly remember one of our own. On Thursday, November 10th, 2022, Donnie Sykes of Carmine passed away. Donnie loved the Carmine Bulldogs. Donnie and Carolyn's first date was a Bulldog home game against Lawrenceville. The stars in their eyes prevented them from ever remembering the Bulldogs were victorious. Donnie and Carolyn were named Most Valuable Fans for 1996-1997 season in the Google Evers Gym. If we could ask you, in just a few seconds, we would like to take a moment of silence. And now let's play some basketball. Let's meet the starters for the visiting team, the Hawks of Gallatin County. A junior, a 6'2" guard, number 1, Maddox. A junior, 6' guard, number 2, Wyatt. A sophomore, 6' guard, number 23, Jackson.
The Gallatin County Hawks sporting their brand new away jerseys at orange. That is sharp. That is sharp. Me and Coach Rom were actually talking about this the other day. They just made this a rule a couple years ago where you go away from orange. You usually have your primary colors like red, black, purple. Orange was not what they call a neutral color to play, so they've changed that up, and those are sweet. Great job by cheerleaders as always. I know I speak for a lot of people when I say I really missed this a couple years ago. This is pretty cool stuff.
And now, let's feature starting lineup for your Carmine White County Bulldogs. A sophomore, 6' guard, number 2, Gavin Halliday. A junior, 6'3" guard, number 14, Landon Driscoll. A sophomore, 6'6" forward, number 5, Mitchell Edwards. A senior, 6'2" forward, number 12, Tyler Johansson. And senior, a 6'4" forward, number 11, Clark Tucker. The Bulldogs are coached by Kevin Wolf, assisted by Justin Stubblefield and Mark Sullivan.
Alrighty then. Gallatin County will stick with the same starting lineup they had last night. Looks like trying to get this right, 1 senior, 3 juniors, and a sophomore. Me and Quentin Rome were actually talking about that last night. We watched the game together. Home opener, great crowd. We were talking about how we think we're an old team, but we're really not. We Riley starts it, and then we'll, at some point, should grab another senior at some point. And Maddox with a jump here. And almost went to jump. And no good. And Carmine retains possession. And number 14 from Carmine, that is not blood. That is some sort of paint in his hair. That's a good look. I couldn't pull it off. He certainly can, though. And no good. And orange ball. That is going to be the key tonight, is Gallatin County is going to have to figure out a way to keep those guys off of the boards. They are going to rebound. I think, if my memory serves me right, 6'6", 6'4", 6'4", and 6'3" was their starting line. So they're going to definitely, Gallatin County definitely going to have to pull their weight on the rebounds today. And Gallatin County running a little fight out. And nothing wrong with that, taking your time there. And Riley for two, no good. Rebound, oh my goodness, all but went in. And we're going back the other way here. Good possession by the Hawks, took about 35-second possession there. Riley will make that shot more times than not. And gonna have to have good defense, close out, no good. Good rebound by Noah. And we're going back the other way. Grant for two, got it. And Gallatin County up 2-0 here. And we're underway, 6:30 to go in the first. On the road, quick starts are huge. I'll tell you what, too, me and Quentin were talking about that, and I'm going to reference Quentin a lot. He watches a lot. It's hard when the first game, it's at home especially. Nerves are a little bit high. We did a lot of uncharacteristic things last night. We're pretty out of character for us. And I really look for some finger game tonight. Noah for two, got it. And a great start by the Gallatin County Hawks up 4-0. That's a key on the road. You want to get up to a quick start. Gallatin County definitely playing some good defense here early. Three, no good. Long rebound. May got away with a shove. And
looks like they're going to call that on Noah Richardson. He got in a little bit of a tangle there, it looked like, and he was fighting for the rebound. Tried, but came away with a foul.
Definitely a 50-50 ball. You don't mind those type of fouls. And Carmine with their first bucket. It is going to be a physical night under the goal. There is some absolute big young men under there. Some tall, lanky. Lots of Wyatt. And we got a traveling. And it's 4-2 Gallatin County with 5 minutes to go in the first. And a pretty clean ball game by Gallatin so far. Got to continue to make Carmine beat you from out there. Good shot. 5-4. And here we go. Gallatin's got really good pace here early, taking their time, working it. Riley with a good take. Lots of contact, no call. Here we go the other way. And another two. 7-4 Carmine. 4:20 to go in the first. be the one-handed slam by Carmi. 9-4. And they are long and they come at you. Coming the other way. And that's an and one. And just like that, a 11-0 run by Carmi makes this an 11-4 ball game.
I will say that it's like you said that you miss this outstanding energy, but it's tough when it's not going your way.
Absolutely.
And you can tell the energy shifted real quick in here, and it makes a difference. I tell the kids that all the time. The student section last night, they were good, but they could have been, standing up, cheering. And I tell them it does make a difference.
Absolutely.
The atmosphere pumps the kids up, and you can tell in here that these Carmi fans are excited.
Well, just like in pro sports and any college sports, home court and home field advantage are huge because of the energy the fans bring. That's why that always more home teams are favored because of the energy. That's a great point. And that's a good take by Riley. And Riley to shoot 2 free throws. Riley's first. Got it.
Great game last night. I think he ended up with 35, 36 points.
35, 13, and 2 blocks.
Yeah,
Double-double.
Fantastic.
That's
He might have a little more competition tonight down on the below. He told me today it should be no problem. So I hope to see it.
I just love Riley. Great kid. And that kid from number 11 from Carmi, I don't have a book in front of me here, but
That's Bryce Connor.
that kid can jump out of the gym. Dylan gets a shot blocked. You better have your mind made up. Riley for 3. No good. Cleared by Carmi. And there's a 3. No good. And Wyatt, we're going to foul.
Foul number 11, Bryce Connor, his first.
And Gallatin County 13-6 here. Kind of got to just ride the wave a little bit. Got a nice little jolt in the first quarter, like I thought. A lot of these games are like boxing matches. You've got to survive that first blow. Carmi went to a little 2-3 zone here. Gallatin got to be patient, find the seams. 3 by Grant. Off. Good rebound by Dylan. Good pass to Riley. Good bucket. Good ball movement. Dylan rushing, kept the ball in play, kept ready, engaged, and found the big post player. I'm used to going back from girls to boys in my coach junior high. You can't say down to the big girl. You'll get plenty of eye rolls from your junior high girls if you do that. But in boys, it's totally acceptable to say that. Carmi warming up from the three-point line in the first. And Carmi back to man-to-man. I didn't think the zone would last all that long. Carmi applying heavy ball pressure, a little bit weaker on the help side, really going to rely on their athleticism to close the gap. And we got a minute 22 to go, 16-8, which has been a very entertaining first quarter. Gallatin really needs a good trip here. Doesn't matter if it takes the whole minute or not. Really good trip. And a strip. And there goes Carmi off and running again. They push the tempo. And we got Wyatt on floor. Great sportsmanship at home. Love that. We got these are great students. We really do.
last night about the defense and how the defense was lacking a little last night. So I think they were pumped up and ready to go today. And really, so far, they've been doing a pretty good job.
It definitely takes an effort, and that's what we always honor with another bucket. Whoa. He gets downhill right-handed, forget about it. That is a grown man move there in a high school game. They're going to call that on Riley Russell charge. Boy, it's been a really physical game for that. But he did lower his shoulder a little bit, I will say that. But you got to be smarter than that, and he knows that. But it's tough when you're being really physical and then to tone that down. Physical brings out physical. I don't have a problem with it. And that is 10 points already for Rice. He's got a heck of a first name. Rice at 10 early. On pace for 40. That was a little bit slow on that, but he just about got that to go from half court. And at the end of the first quarter, Carmi. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm asleep at the wheel. I put 20 in the period. I'll straighten that up. Great job. Chase Curry nails that. So I had him in 8th grade basketball. I'll tell you a story about Chase, part of our cheer squad. And we were playing junior high basketball, and he gets pummeled to the ground. He rolls one time, and the kids go to help him up, and he don't take any help up from our own team, and he does a somersault and lands on his feet. And Coach Anderton looked at me, and he said, "What was that?" I said, "The most athletic thing I've ever seen in a junior high game. It was remarkable." And he did it several times. It was unreal. Never seen anything like it. Like the other crowd stood up and gave him a standing ovation. I've never seen anything like it. I've been doing this a while. And Gallup County just kind of got to hang in there, take good possessions, make their bigs work. Riley for 3. Got it. That's really a part of his game. He is evolved. And that's kind of where the taller player is having to transition in college. You definitely have to be able to step away 15, 16 foot and shoot the shot. It's just the game has changed. Used to, you never wanted a 6'6" kid to shoot a 3. That was just a no-no situation. And now it's almost expected for him to step out there and shoot that ball. And no good. Riley with a rebound. Gallup County went to a little 2-3 zone right there. Very effective. Teams like this, when they're really athletic, you got to switch up your style sometimes and just try to go to something different. Throw the kitchen sink at them. Me and Coach Fromm talking about that all the time. Make sure people don't get comfortable in their offense. You want them to be really kind of guessing. Teams get rhythm established. If you do something repetitive, it's a lot easier to replicate. Whereas if you do different things, different times on the floor, great adjustment by Coach Utter back there. And I'm kind of going to take a little bit of air out of the ball. Jump ball.
Taking in the game, number 2, Gavin Allman.
And we've got 20-11 with 6:25 to go here. And if you were here to see how big this Carmine group is, and you told me I was signing up for this so far, I would take it. We played good, got off to a good start, playing some good defense. You're just going to have to live with some threes, and if they knock them down, it's just part of it. Good box out. Good job. Good kind of move. Here we go. We're on the move. Good move by White Fromm. Just didn't quite finish, and here we go the other way. Oh, pulls it out.
I think he just kind of got tripped up.
Bryce for three. Good rebound.
Maybe we can slow it down a little bit.
I'm telling you what, that's we're long on our outright. We're not quite as tall as this good idea. And I tell you what, right.
Time out, Carmine, White County.
That happened to us a lot last night. What he just did, that happened to us last night. It was like we wanted to do something, and we were so excited to do it, we forgot that, hey, I can't just run with the ball. Over 200 times last night, we just took off with the ball for no apparent reason. And that just happens.
Trying to get you guys a good glimpse of our cheerleaders here. They have really put in the work this year and been such a good group. And we have a new coach alongside, Miss Rusty, Miss Erin Huff, has done a great job with the girls. And next year plans to take them over. And Sarah Rusty gives it up. I hate to hear, but I think she's done her term. And
She won't be gone long. They never are. You're always done, and then you're not. I'm currently on my sixth tour. You know, I've retired 5 times. Brought me back out of the archives. But no, they're in the commons every day, guys, going over their routines. They've got a blueprint of a practice plan. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I didn't understand the work that went into cheerleading until I started getting back in the girls, and they started practicing the same time we do. These guys, they do like a military-style practice. I mean, from 3 to 3:10, they're running over this routine. It's nuts what they do. They have my utmost respect. They really do. They work extremely hard, and they're a great group of kids as well. We don't have bad kids. I'm out there almost every day. We don't have bad kids at all. Really good kids. And this is why some people want the shot clock implemented. I honestly like a good strategic basketball game. There is, as Riley draws the foul, I hope it's in the air. It is. We're going to shoot 2. They are kicking around during tournaments here in the next year or so. They're kicking around a shot clock. Everybody has an opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean you're right or wrong. My opinion is that I love a good cat and mouse game between people a good cat and mouse game between 2 teams that are maybe not match up athletically, and the other coach has a game plan where he wants to rally first time up and good, have a good game plan and can do some things. I really enjoy that, and I think that part of it will be gone. But I also see the positives in it. If you're up 4 with 2 minutes to go, you can't just absolutely put it in the cooler and not do anything with it. So I do see both sides of the coin there. I really do. But I guess I'm getting old. I'm a traditionalist, I guess you could say. And Gallup County's just going to have to.
good putback by Bryce Connor. I mean, it's just hard to stop it.
No, it's 12 points. Like I was going to say before we got that, Gallup County's going to have to live with those threes and just really hit the boards hard, because you can't cover everything. And with those 6'6" kids catching under the goal, you are in trouble. So I would like him to live from 30 foot. I think that's a good game plan by Coach Utterback to just sell out on the down low and just hope that they can beat him. And he got it for a travel. That's a good defense by Dylan, but somebody's got to box out. Boy.
That was great defense, and I'm sorry I get excited and yell into the camera, but it was great defense. He stopped him.
That was absolutely defense, but we have to make a conscious effort to box out. That kind of poke that's early ahead, and that's what's so good about these early game seasons. Usually why you play a couple of non-conference teams before you get into conference play is you want to identify your weaknesses. What do I do well? What do I need to improve on? Me and Coach Utterback were talking about that this morning in the Commons, just identifying weaknesses. And Coach Utterback wants a full timeout with 3:22 to go. And I am taking the score off during this timeout because I want to give the cheerleaders their full camera view, and I don't know which way they're ever headed, so I don't want them to head right into my score. The basket is doesn't move as much, so. But no, that's what me and Coach Utterback were talking about. Actually, we talk a couple times a week. That's what I love about our program. I've gotten back into the JV girls this year. It's just we are one big family. Like today, Coach Herman stopped in and he's busted me for an hour. Good luck, Lady Hawks tonight against Heron. And we got a full slate going on this weekend, Friday and Saturday. But Coach Herman came in for an hour and a half and just helped our junior high girls on footwork, positioning, pivot. It's just really nice when you've got a bunch of guys that all want the same thing. We want our kids to be the best they can be, and we want to put banners up on the wall. And we really don't care who gets the credit and why that happens. If Coach Herman comes in for an hour and our girls win 3 or 4 more ball games and one happens to be up at Ren Lake, I'll be more than happy to give him all the kudos that he deserves. But him and Coach Lawler have just been great since our season started, being in the gym, being with us. And I've seen Coach Utterback in the gym with Coach Hatton and vice versa. Coach Lawler's been helping out everywhere. It's a village. And you can't have too many people loving your kids. That's in sports and life and everything in between. Good move by Wyatt Prom. Get in there.
That's a great move.
Up and under.
He was kind of in a pickle there and worked his way out of it.
That is definitely something that Gallatin County can utilize because you got Riley, Wyatt, and Noah all have extraordinary length. And I don't want to jinx it early, but we're doing things from the 15-foot area when we get fouled. I'm not actually going to say what we're doing better because I believe in that, like no hitter. I don't like to curse it, but it's just. But we're doing that a lot better. We did not do that very well the other night, and that allowed Grayville kind of creep back in on some empty 1-and-1s. And Coach Utterback's going to a 2-3 zone. I definitely understand this. I can tell you this right now. Bryce, the gentleman at the free throw line, has got just pure athletic ability. If you do not make it an effort to put a body on him, he's got a motor. I mean, he absolutely gets after it, and he will definitely make you pay, and he has. I mean, he's got 15 of their 25. He's definitely making us pay the price for not boxing out and not doing the appropriate things on him and making life really difficult on him. And he gets the call.
He was, I don't know if you remember, Bryce, the holiday tournament last year. He was the one who shot his elbow.
Is that why he's got the guard on? All right, yeah, I remember that. They were up 8 when that happened in the third, and they lost. Oh, my goodness.
They didn't know if he was going to get to play again.
I remember that. I was in the tunnel actually going to the hospitality room, I know, and I seen him taking him out to the car. His mom and dad had pulled up the car, and they were taking him to the ER. And I mean, I remember looking at it, asking him how he was, and I mean, his whole arm was just, a discoloration. It was scary. But talking about the EHT, one of my most fond memories. Were you at the EHT game where the Fairfield kid who had lost his leg in a horrific car crash got the bucket and there wasn't a dry eye or a person not out of their seat? It was just, that was one of those more than basketball moments.
I actually was teaching at Fairfield at that time, and I had that student in class, and it was the best moment that I could remember.
If you didn't cry, you're not human. I don't care who you
got
are.
In just the last 10 seconds,
I remember,
and he drained that three.
And I remember because Fairfield was winning it handily, and even the other team was telling him, shoot the ball. It was what What a moment. That was awesome. That's my number one EHT moment. Gallatin County's obviously had a lot of awesome moments in the EHT. Seth Ramsey's Final Four run was one of them, and Andrew Drone's group won the championship. But this is for a moment at EHT more than basketball. Great move by Grant Jackson. Nice move. And basketball moment there. That was where
I would say that is one that almost everybody can remember.
We weren't Hawks and Mules. We were basketball fans and humans. And Coach Utter back here, 122. I was talking about, as I've watched a lot of college, and college announcers talk about taking care of the first 2 minutes of the quarter and the last 2 minutes. And that was something we did. Good job, Grant Jackson. Get in there. Nice. And just like that, we got a 7-point game.
Talking to Grant today, and he was actually working on that shot because he missed one of those last night. So he was working on the little backhand.
Up and under. And
that time it paid off for him.
And I had Grant as a 6th grader for JV my 5th term, and he's just a great kid. Was always in the right spot, and of course it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Good job by Noah there. I know he didn't get the rebound, but you got to get that out of there. You got to get that out of there.
Hawks are going to have to do a better job getting the rebounds there. I mean,
But no, that was instinctively by Noah. He had 4 white jerseys trying to rebound there, and you've just got to get that ball out of harm's way. Get it out.
Great job by Noah.
Got to play straight up here. And 3, no good. Good job. Good box out. Wyatt's going. We've got 7 seconds, and now we're going the other way here. Got to get back on transition. Can't give up an easy one. And no good. And hey, 8-0 run by Gallatin County to end the quarter. 7-point game after got down to 12. Great job. And we need to get some sponsors in here. We're going to do more sponsors at half times and in the quarters and stuff, and I'll make mention of a lot of them. But we do not want to take away from our cheerleaders because during lots of dead balls, they do things. So we're going to do more of our commercials during the halftime slot here. We've got, looks like 10 minutes, so we're going to run through some commercials real quick. Pay our bills, as they say on the radio. I don't know what that really means. So.
All right, let's see if we can get this great ad put together by Blake Seeley. If I can find it. No what, Bryce? I don't know that I have that one on here.
I think it's the other one.
I think it might be on the other iPad.
So are these our sponsors right here?
Here's some of our sponsors, so we'll just
I'll just go down the list here. We've got Cox & Sons Funeral Home. Thank you, Gayla. Thank you, Tony, for all you guys do. The service your family deserves. I've been in several services from Cox & Sons, and they do a fantastic job. They are just down-home people, and I thank them a bunch. New Hope General Baptist Church, thank you for your continued support. House Salon of Hair, 618-841-6159. Also brought to you by Banterra Bank. Go see Lana and Andrew. I call him too big or too little. And he's my boy. Go look him up. Legence Bank, Vicky and OJ do great work. Go see them and see what that's about. Thank you, Shawnee Clipmark, for your continued support. And I've not went away, guys. I'm getting more. I've got more here, and I want to make sure to get them all. Okay. Yeah, I've got Cox & Sons Funeral Home, West Duffy, Henderson Chevy, Buick GMC. Check West out over across that money-saving bridge for a great deal on a used vehicle, new vehicle too. Known West for a long time, does really good work. Also by New Hope Church, I mentioned them. TJ's Ice Shack, I've been there. That's really nice stuff. Country Financial, Martin Duffy. Martin Duffy does a great thing for community. Keeps our scoreboard at Gallatin. Does lots of good things. give him a check out for make sure your family is taken care of after you're gone. And he has insurance, life insurance, anything you need coverage on. Martin's your guy. Also by the Dot and Drone family, thank you, Amy and friends, for all of your guys' continued support. You won't find hardly any more Gallatin County people than those. Or Gallatin County for your support. Extreme Welding need something welded up. These guys are really good. I've had them do some service work for us before. They do a fantastic job. Dewey Lime, check them guys out if you need for your liming needs. Bust and Knuckle, Cody Robbins had him in basketball in one of my tours. He's a really great young man, does great work, reliable, dependable, trustworthy. House of Hair, thank you for your continued support. I've been there to get my ears lowered several times. Salt Threads Boutique, and the New Haven Legion, home of the all-you-can-eat catfish on Friday night. Guys, I know I sound like a broken record, but make sure you're supporting these local businesses. These businesses are putting this streaming service on. So you are not outside your home right now, or you're at work and you're getting to watch your favorite hawk or cheerleader because of these people. So make sure you're giving them their opportunities for you to show your support to them, because they're showing it to you. They're putting their money where their mouth is. All of these guys. So make sure you are doing that. And we got about 5:30 to go at half. And this pause in action is brought to you by my lovely wife, Samantha Brazier. She's just the greatest. I love her. She allows me to go do all these sporting events, spend time away from home. Just want to give her a shout out. She's just a great lady, and I'm very blessed to have her. Thank you, Sam, for everything you do, babe. Love you. And I'm doing a sound check here in hopes that this microphone is helping my voice. I've got a text or two that it is a little bit tunnely, so I'm trying to work on it. If somebody can shoot me a message or something, see if this is any better audio, I would really appreciate it. Testing, 1, 2. Testing. Testing, 1, 2. Hello? I tried to go to a microphone and I have no luck, so it's going to have to be the best that we got here. We'll just have to see what we can do. And I want to take this time to give a shout out to my lovely wife, Samantha. She lets me go to all these sporting events and is 99% of the time a really good sport about it. And allows me to bring you guys this stuff and follows me and supports me and Abby especially, and we're crazy about sports, both of us, and we couldn't do without her. Thank you. Appreciate it, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to announce the winners of the Super Fan Parking hosted by Maroon Platoon. 2 people are going to be lucky enough to park by the door all season long. First winner is Jason Oliver. Congratulations, Jason. You can park by the door all season long. And the second winner is Beth Connor. Congratulations to both of you.
Remind us if it's a little bit crooked, we do apologize. But I'm not sure what happened. That's it.
I think it might be. It was operator error.
You got it. All right. I hope. What do you think Coach Soderbeck said to him in the locker room?
Rebounding had to be the hot button point of the halftime speech. I mean, we're getting murdered on the offensive boards. I mean, you have to board better against teams like this. Second and third opportunity chances will just kill you. Good move by Grant.
Great move.
Got to finish that. And good hustle. And that's another thing I think. We didn't get to very many 50-50 balls in the first half. I think I'm a huge component of that. I actually talk about that before every game. I want to be the first to the ball, and I want to win all the 50-50 balls. And for those of you that don't speak basketballese, 50-50 ball is just if it's me and you, it's a coin flip to who's going to get it. I've got to get to it before you. I have to do it. Nice shot by Maddie. Got to get him going. He's going to be quiet tonight. I haven't called his name much. And Down County down 5. And here we go. And there's a and 3 ball. No good. Got it.
So close to getting that rebound.
Yes, I know it. And it looks like Down County's game plan is going to remain as it was in the first half. Going to dare. And that's going to be Down County ball. No, I'm sorry. Down County got it out of half. I don't know. I was asleep at the wheel as. Carmichael, Grant Jackson thought the same thing. They're going to run America's play. There they come, yep. And Down County is going to pack it in, and that's not a bad idea. Down County's going to pack the ball in and just force Carmine to try to beat him 35 foot. I agree with that. Strategy 100%. Man, that's a good move. Good ball movement. 28-21, 6:20 to go in the third.
That is something Carmine has proven to be pretty good at. Is their ball movement. I mean, they just are quick.
The good teams move the ball very fast. Me and Coach Fromm were actually talking about a good take by Wyatt.
Fromm just took it to the hoop.
Man,
it was a great play and just could not get it finished. I apologize if you didn't see that. But just a
that was two.
strong move.
2 straight possessions, we get exactly the look we want. Ball pops in, pops out. Those are shots you look back on when you watch film, and you're like, man, if we can get more percentage of those to go in. But obviously, just 1 game into the season, game 2 here, lots of room to grow. And I can tell you right now, I will not kid you when I say this. If we would have gave this kind of defensive effort last night, we wouldn't have been in any kind of situation at the end, because we have really played a lot better defense tonight than we did last night. This Carmi team is not a tie up. And Grant Jackson's getting a sophomore varsity education on what happens when you turn your head from your defender. You are going to get doubled. And that is old as it is long in the varsity level. If you turn your head, you're going to get the Riley. Good save by Riley.
That was a great hustle by Riley.
That's the 50-50 balls I'm talking about right there. And good ball movement by the Hawks. Be patient. Good take. Good job, Noah. And that is 3 possessions, Jared, that we just had.
I mean, it was a layup. 3 straight possessions.
Had the ball in the hoop, and it bounces out.
3 straight layups.
6 points.
Did not make it.
It's a 1-point game. It's crazy. That's what me and Abby talk about it a lot. She gets sick of hearing it, I know. But basketball is not a big thing. It's a whole lot of little things that end up equaling a big thing. And that's a shot they're going to live with. They're going to have to let Bryce shoot that ball. That's just part of it. If he makes 7 of those, you just tip your hat and say, great job, young man, great game. Because if you let him get at you on the dribble, you are in trouble. If he gets in the paint, you're in trouble. So that's a great second half adjustment by the Hawks to really make Carmi shoot the ball deep. And we've got 4:45. This has been a very physical ball game.
This worn down, I would say.
This is everything you expect a football school game to be. Just very physical. And that's always the big question when Gallatin County crosses the portal and plays 2A teams and plays football schools, is how are they going to handle the physicality of it? Because it is different. Anybody that's watched basketball around here for a long time, you can distinctively pick out a football school from a non-playing football school. Just how they handle one another. You can just tell. And it's definitely something to watch, and we've really responded well to it. Haven't gotten intimidated by it, haven't backed down.
Well, that's what I was going to say that early on even. We could have come out here intimidated from the very beginning, just at their size alone, or the height.
Good pass. That's what we got to have. That's a great point. And I'll tell you what, too, I know I referred to boxing earlier. Gallatin County took one straight to the jaw in the first quarter on an 11-0 run. Could have definitely just sewed it in and just resilient. And that's what you want to see as a coach. You want to see your kids not going to give up on you no matter what. Because it's, I know we're out here working on basketball, but it's about life. You're going to get knocked down several times. And how you respond to adversity knows all about your character. And Bryce for 3. I don't know who's in the BDC, but I'm going to tell you we're looking at an MVP candidate for BDC conference, and all South selection for sure.
He plays a lot of AAU ball. He travels around all summer long playing basketball. He eats, sleeps, breathes basketball.
What it absolutely takes.
And I did find out he is a senior.
Is he a senior?
He's a senior.
Okay, well, they're going to miss him. But I mean, they have several 6'4" kids that they can replace him with. That he's that rare size and agility. I'm assuming he plays football. Does he?
He does not play football.
Wow, I bet their coach is upset about that. I would be.
I think he focuses on basketball, as you can tell.
Well, that's good. I really hope that we got a lot of these junior colleges now really selling out on, as we turn it over, getting this local talent to draw more local interest. And I really hope that if he's got endeavors, I hope he does it, because he seems like a really good kid. Oh, and another 3. Good rebound by Noah. I'm very encouraged with how we played so far. Noah You know, a lot of people, we were talking, me and I think it was Coach Lawler. I talked to everybody so much, I forget who I'm actually talking to. But Noah had that injury. Was it his leg or his elbow or ankle? He had an injury, and he missed extended period of time when he was just starting to get his feet wet in the varsity. So he's not. He's kind of like Grant Jackson. He's not got a ton of varsity minutes under his belt, and he'll grow.
Sorry, that was. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera because I'm not sure we heard enough, but he did get shoved.
And we got Noah up here ahead.
That might have been a makeup call there because I'm telling you, Noah got shoved out of bounds on that play. Did he, Bryce, or am I just?
No, he absolutely did. That's just the kind of. I mean, and here's the thing. I'm not making a knock on any of the officiating at all. This is the kind of game they're calling. It's just been a very physical game.
You guys can see
Coach Utterback, all he's asking, and I think what the referee is telling him that is he understands me. He's saying everybody, I'm just lip syncing here, that everybody's shoving, and but I Coach Utterback has a qualm there for sure. His kid took forearm directly to the back into the mat. Thank goodness that mat was there, but that's the thing with it is that it's hard on a game like this. It's hard to get that tone down. Once you get a level of intensity set and a physicality tempo set, it's hard to come off of that. And we've got 6 fouls called and 4 minutes of play. So I mean that's kind of dictating kind of the game flow. But back to the game, Gallatin County has really sunk their teeth in on defense, packed it in the lane, really forcing Carmi to take shots they're not comfortable taking. You can tell they're getting Carmi to shoot Gallatin County shots. Gallatin County wants them to shoot the 3, and they're obliging. I'm going to say that timeout by the coach from Carmi was more, hey, I know they're giving us that shot, but we can rotate that ball 2 or 3 times and get a 15-footer because I know that's what I would be echoing is just because they're giving you a 30-footer doesn't mean you don't settle for that shot. You settle for the shot you want. So I'd be really interested to see Carmi's next trip down if they don't try to exploit the middle a little bit more. But hats off to Coach Utterback. That was a great halftime adjustment.
I'd like to see a score here. Would you
I would love to see one. And ooh, I would love to see a score here. Gallatin County has been patient. And that's what it takes. You got to be patient. And that is a turnover.
Bulldogs basketball.
And here we go. We are 1:45 to go in the third. And Gallatin is 2-3 zone. That's a 3.
3-pointer, Chapman, Coleman.
And that's a good timeout.
Yeah, we need some readjusting.
This is the.
They've gone from. Where were we down?
We were down. What was it? Was it 6 at half? 7 at half. 7. I think it was 26-19. So they ballooned it to 11. And then you don't want to beat a dead horse, but you get those easy ones. They're the ones you got to have. Our junior high girls squad has their fair share of difficulty with this. Has a fair share of trouble with this. And definitely got to put the free ones in. And we're coming out of a timeout here. 1:26 to go. 34-23. Big possession here for Gallatin County. And we need a bucket. No ifs, ands, or buts. And My daughter would have just got yelled at right there because I tell her all the time, do not catch that ball one step on the other side of the half line. You're letting the defender get all over you right behind you. If she was listening to this, she'd roll her eyes at me because that's what she does when I tell her in Lifetime. And so,
Great pass.
good pass, Noah, too. That's what I think that you're going to see. This is not a veteran team here. We lost a lot of seniors last year. I think you're really going to see some growth. There's athletic ability out here, and that's another three, and that's just part of it sometimes, making a conservative effort to make sure Bryce doesn't get in the paint and do his thing. And sometimes you give up a three or two every now and then. Down 12. Grant for three. Oh, Noah, good rebound and bucket. Noah with some big minutes here the last 2.5. Down 10, 28 to go. Would believe that Carmi would put this in the cooler for the fourth, and it looks like they're going to. Two again. No good. And Noah took a hard fall. Hope he's okay, and he appears to be okay. That's good news. That was a good little spurt there by Colin Monroe. He's a new Hawk, and he played in junior high. I actually had him on my fifth third, believe it or not. And he does a lot of good things. He brings a lot of 10-point game going into the fourth, 37-27. And I got to be honest with you, when I seen Carmi run out, if you'd have told me, hey, 10-point game in the fourth, we missed a couple layups would get us within 4 or 5, somewhere in there, I'd take it. I signed up for it on the dotted line. So we are definitely in a good position here. 8 minutes to go. Get a couple buckets, get a couple stops. You never know.
I think one of our keys this year, and I'm not a basketball expert, but you can say what you think. Get Noah going. When Noah gets going, he does a great job. And his last few minutes, you could tell the change in him. He's kind of gotten a little pep in his step.
Noah reminds me so much. There's just kids like this, and there's nothing a kid can do. He can spend all time in the gym he wants. Some kids always have a knack to be around the ball. Riley's brother Garrett was that way. Seth Ramsey was, of course, that way. Certain kids have a knack for falling around the ball, and Noah seems like the ball always finds him, and that's instinct that you can't teach, and it's just high basketball IQ, and Noah has that. So I agree with that totally. What I like about Noah is you don't have to run a play for Noah to get his points. Noah can get his points off of what I call garbage, missed shots, loose balls. Noah eats.
Well, just like that, backwards rebound, he got there.
A broken possession. Noah turns it into a 2. You need kids like that can get their own scoring and not have to have the number called. And got kind of come out in a little 1-2-2. Looks like half court trap. And good. I somehow come down with that. And that wasn't as much a rebounding problem as just pretty cruddy luck. It tipped off of 2 guys' hands and it fell into the one white jersey that was anywhere near the play. Just stuff like that just happened in the course of a basketball game. First shot up and good. And the second one is good. And we got a 12-point game here. And it's a big possession for Gallatin County. It was that saying, you don't want to dig too big of a hole in the fourth. And try to dig out, especially Carmi's length. Good take by Grant.
Great move. Just
and there's a lot of trees down there. And that's Grant Jackson's first. That that's a learning moment right there. Coach Everbeck said, appreciate the hustle. We don't want you fouling 90 foot from the goal. Puts them that close to the bonus. Usually very young players have that problem. In junior high, it's very common. And there was no help side there on Noah. He had nobody underneath to help him. You cannot put him on an island with Bryce. He's going to carve you up with his strength, speed, and overall height. He's just going to carve you up. Help side, and that's what Coach Utterback said, that you got to, the other guy's got to drop. That's what makes them, I tell you what, from what I'm seeing, this is the first one. I'm going to get around the gyms a lot more here. We got El Laredo coming up here in a week or so, but I couldn't imagine it in a universe where Carmine's not a top 4 seed in your EHT, 4 or 5. I talked to Coach Miller earlier, and he told me he thought they were the team to beat in the BDC.
Yeah, I told you, I talked to their coaches, one of my good friends, and he said this is the best team that he's had in a long time.
They just got that rare combination. They've got speed, size, and shooters, and when you put that in high school basketball, it's going to be a lot of fun.
You know, and for us to be 13 down right now, I really don't think that's
playing a back-to-back, no game plan, I really think it's a lot of positives you can take from tonight so far.
And I'm really proud of them, too. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen and we've talked about, but this is a physical game. I mean, they are getting beat up.
And that's another thing, too. You know, last night was such a up-and-down game, you know, with nearly 140 points in a high school game. And County retains possession. 140 points, nearly scored. I think it was 139 if I'm just down on it. That is a unbelievable amount of getting up and down the floor. That's a lot of possessions, a lot of trips up and down the floor, and we got a back-to-back against kids that can. And that's something else we've talked about, me and Coach Fromm. Carmine's high school coach is calling for a carry here. The game has just kind of changed. Used to, you couldn't palm the ball at all. I mean, you couldn't even quarter cup it. And anymore, because of just the AAU and all the different stuff, good job, Wyatt. Got it, and one. That is a huge bucket. Deuce and the abuse for Wyatt. It's one throw. But like I was saying, the game has evolved so much because of AAU and the freedom of movement and stuff that a lot more carries are being allowed. So you got a lot of these old school traditionalists, you know, like I guess I don't know if I'm old enough to be old school yet, but I'm still retro, I would think, as Wyatt knocks it down. Jared, that's something we've cleaned up on. Like I said, don't want to jinx it just yet, but we'll touch on it later. But we, Down County takes a timeout. That's something we've cleaned up on is taking care of it from 15 foot when we get fouled. I'm not going to say the word because I don't want to jinx it, but we've done a lot better job. Me and Coach Fromm talk about it with our girls. When you miss the front end of a 1-and-1, that's a turnover because you don't get an opportunity for a second point. It's a turnover. And same thing as throwing it out of bounds. You get nothing. So I always say I got to it earlier and then got off track. The first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes of each quarter, and half in college, but quarters in basketball, I'll tell you, that was like Jared. I kept track of it because I'm a nerd like that. We got outscored in the last 2 minutes of the quarter in the Wayne City game last night, 13-0. The fact that we still won that game after doing that was remarkable. Yeah, Grayville, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We got outscored 13-0.
I did not know that.
Me and Quentin, I tracked it because I'm big into that. And tonight we've cleaned that up a lot. We're outscoring Carmine in the last 2 minutes by 2. And that's why, even though it is as demanding physically as they've been, it's still been a ball game. Now they're going to call that on the floor, and that's going to be his fourth. 6'10", he's going to take a seat, but I don't know how long he'll take a seat. That's me and Coach Fromm literally talk about that all the time. That is one of the toughest calls for a coach is when you got your fourth foul. You don't want them to get back in there and draw the fifth, but they also don't help you as number 5 knocks down a big three. You don't want to burn that. That fifth one doesn't do you any good sitting on the bench either. It's just a really
right. But we're lucky to have. I think Dylan Rushing has stepped up in there.
Oh, definitely. Dylan's going to be counted on as another junior. Going to be counted on for a lot of minutes this year, as he's got at the JV last year. He was kind of the three-point specialist of the group. Definitely going to be calling on him as Carmi. As we hope Riley looks like he took a shot to the eye. I hope he's all right. And that's Bryce's third dunk tonight. He has been fantastic. And we've got a young fan that would like a refreshment.
Well, just a fun story on Kipton. That's my son. And earlier he told me how thirsty he was, and somehow he went to the concession stand and came back with sour straws and forgot to get a drink somehow. So.
Well, I've got one that's just equally as impressive as that. I gave Abby and her buddies, I call them, and Karma headed the other way. I bought a popcorn and a soda, and after they got done buying stuff, cost me $15. I could have got a deal cheaper at Busch Stadium. And that's going to be 1-1.
I think that possession was just kind of wonky, if you will, because nobody seemed to know what was going on defense. I don't know.
Well, what happened was you had two pretty much back-to-back substitutions, and I think our assignments got a little bit crossed. Dylan entered the game for Wyatt, and Riley got poked in the eye, and he had to come out for a brief minute. And Isaac Walters checked in the game, and just that's very common with
confusion.
Yes, with young kids playing man-to-man. Playing man-to-man is tough. You got to know your assignment, and you've got to it's not like a zone where if a zone's a little bit broken, you'll give up a wide open three or you'll give up a 15-footer. You don't know what you're doing on man-to-man defense. You're giving up a layup. Immediately. And it's different. And nice rebound by Grant. Gallatin County needs a bucket here really bad. Maddox with a nice Euro step and bucket. Nice Euro step. I'm trying to teach my kid how to do that, and I'm having no luck. I don't understand it at all. And some more confusion on the defensive end. We see another bucket.
More confusion. Nobody was down there. Coach Utterback jumping up and down, telling them to get back. Nobody was there.
That's stuff early in the year you got to wrinkle out because you're going to be a man-to-man good. Riley, nothing doing, going back the other way. That stuff Nice block. And Carmi extends their lead to 18. And the size has really starting to weigh on Gallatin as this game ends. That's going to put Gallatin County in the bonus. Hey, nothing like late in the game. If you're down several, you got to put the ball in the hole. Is this Carmi's first game of the year, Jared? It has to be, doesn't it? Okay.
They got the opportunity, though, to come down and watch us last night. So they did scout us a little bit. And
definitely helps.
Had a game plan.
Definitely helps.
I would say we are a different team from last night.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you the game plan probably didn't go that good because we look like the team, honestly. We look like the team I thought we would see last night. That's common, though, in young kids when you like I said, had some festivities for the younger Hawks and just a little bit out of the norm. First game, you're excited. You're ready to pack the seats. You got big expectations, what we think is going to be a good year. And just sometimes that just feels like a boulder's on top of your shoulders. And that's a good block. Nifty. And Coach Utterback wants to take a timeout.
I do apologize if you hear me gasping every now and then. You're probably not the best one to do
I
this.
love it.
It's my reaction.
I love it. off top. I just got talking to former Gallatin County coach Doug Miller, currently with the Hamilton County Foxes, and it's always just a modest joke amongst coaches to be like, "Oh, we'll be lucky to win a game by Christmas." We always like to downplay. I think he's going to have a very good year. They got the 6'7" kid, the junior. I lost for words on his name, but he's a fantastic player, fantastic kid. Got to meet him last year at the HT. Maddox for three. Good look. Riley, good hustle. That's the 50-50 ball that I'm talking about. We were the first of the ball, and then they try to jab it out of our hands when we get the ball back. It's an extra possession. Those add up. You get 3 or 4 of those a game, it's going to be different in a win and a loss. And Gallatin County here, obviously you got to get moving if you're going to make up 17 points, but this is more about just finishing out the game on a strong note. You played a really good game. Oh, good hustle by Riley. I hope he's okay. Here comes another duck. Oh, Nate. He's going to get a tee for the excessive hang on the rim. Can't do that. Well, here's the deal. You can't hang on it and kind of glare at the guy you just pretty much dunked over.
Well,
it's not college. I get it.
If I could dunk it, I'd probably do that.
I'll be honest with you. I would have led our school in technicals had I dunked, because I would have got a technical every time I dunked, because I would have hung on the rim.
All right, Maddox. This is not that we're down 19 by now, but tough situation to be in. Their student section was fired up on that play, so of course they're screaming and booing and yelling.
I get it.
I get it too.
I get it. That's what this is a game, and games are supposed to be fun. Yep. You have rules, and I understand all that, but a lot of that times I feel like if the kid's not, he wasn't really being malicious, but it's a rule. He wasn't trying to show anybody up, but it's just a rule, and it's a long-standing rule, an unwritten rule. I don't know if I necessarily always agree with all those unwritten rules, but he didn't. That's the fourth dunk tonight. I think he deserved to hang on at one time. Good move by Riley. Noah. There's Noah. We've alluded to that all night. 2:45.
Noah's, I think I talked about it a lot last year, but Noah's energy is like one of my favorite energies on the floor. Like to me, and I know he's been kind of calm this game, but when you get him fired up,
it's contagious, isn't it?
Yeah.
Contagious. Yeah, definitely contagious. And there's people that feed off of people's energy, and you can kind of see how we feed off of him. And that right there was exactly hit on one of my earlier points, where that play was not designed for Noah. That wasn't a Noah Richardson play. Got the offensive rebound, puts it right back up. That's what it takes to be successful. You've got to be able to create your own shot. There's only one basketball, and there's only one person you can pass to at a time. And you must create your own shot.
He's got 10 points for us tonight.
See, it's a quiet 10, though. That's game-changing as we get into conference play and honestly get closer to the HT, homecoming, that kind of thing. Where are you going to get your points at?